Hey you, did you play high school sports growing up? Well, guess what? You might be a victim to some long-lasting side effects. Hi, I'm Bethany Henderson, and in this speech, I'll be explaining how high school athletes benefit way more than non-athletes. When you're involved in a high school sport, you gain many different characteristics and attributes that you may not even know are there. You might be not conscious of them, but ultimately they are there, and also you may not know where they come from if you do notice them, but a lot of the times they stem from being involved in a sport. For example, New York University states that being involved in high school athletics, it translates into academic success. You are more successful in your schooling when you're involved in sports. Just because, like, when you're in school, you're exercising your mind academically. You are thinking, you're gaining processing skills, that sort of thing. But then when you're at practice, you are gaining a different kind of skills. You're using your brain in a different way, but you're still exercising it. Like, for example, I played soccer. When you're in soccer, you're always thinking, you're always looking to the next pass, you're scanning, seeing where everyone is, and you're constantly, thinking about what you're going to do. You're strategizing. This helps to just turn into, it carries over into academics as well. And then another thing is time management. You have to have good time management, and if you don't, you have to learn, because ultimately as an athlete, you're very busy. You're very busy, whether you're traveling to games or you're just gone for practice. You have to learn how to manage your time well to get things done. And then also, you learn to persevere, and you learn about mental toughness. Oftentimes, mental toughness is something that is said many times by coaches. And sometimes you kind of roll your eyes because you hear it a lot, and it usually has to do with, conditioning and that sort of thing. But honestly, it's true, because oftentimes you have mental roadblocks, and you think your limit is a lot closer than it actually is. Being mentally tough and learning how to push past that is very beneficial, not only to sports, but also academics wise, and then even many different things in life. And also another thing you get through sports is socialization. You get to have friends, you gain friends, relationships that you wouldn't have had otherwise. You meet new people. I know oftentimes you go to school with most of the people, but you get closer with people. And then also you get a feeling of belonging, because you will have your position that is very important to the team, and not everyone has the same job. So it's important that you do your job and everyone is counting on you. So you just kind of feel a sense of belonging because people count on you. But going with that, you get teamwork skills also. You learn to count on people because you can't do it all by yourself. So you learn how to work as a team and count on other people. And then ultimately, the last thing you really get well out of this is fitness, because you're working out a lot. I know in soccer, we were practicing 2 hours a day, 5 times a week for roughly 3 months. Sometimes you'll practice in the summer as well. And you'll become physically fit. You learn how to get in shape and get strengthened, and sometimes you'll even do weights. You'll go in the weight room. And then this also carries over into when you're older. It's a long-lasting effect. You gain fitness habits out of this. You can think back to when you're younger. You can say, oh yeah, I used to do this for this long and I saw these results. I know that when I did it, I worked hard and I felt good and my body felt great. And we all know that being healthy and being in shape is very important for your physical health, but also your mental health. When you look good, you feel good, you feel good when you have gone for a run. You get refreshed, and when you are in shape, oftentimes you feel better about yourself also. And then another thing, according to NFHS, a long-lasting effect is also self-confidence. You gain this confidence because oftentimes when you're in a sport, you learn how to see and pull out talent within yourself that you didn't know was there. This may be learned through coaches or through other people encouraging you, but ultimately you gain self-confidence and you learn how to be more confident in yourself and in your own skills. And then this goes hand in hand with the mental adversity and mental toughness, pushing past it. When you know how to do that, you are more confident in yourself because you know you can go farther than what your brain is telling you. And then another thing is leadership skills. When you're involved in sports, oftentimes there's captains, and coaches will put you in leadership positions to either run a drill or run warm-ups or stretches, and you're in charge of your people. You are in charge of making sure you guys succeed in that aspect. So that gains leadership skills. But even if you're not in a captain position, you can see people and you can like copy from their leadership skills, but also like something that you can do is just work hard within yourself and be a leader through that, through your hard work. That's another big thing. And then according to New York Times also, when you are involved, high school athletes, they tend to have higher paying salaries when they're older because of all these different things that they learn. They get disciplined, good time management. It just translates into the workforce even when you're outside of sports. So there's just many different things that go hand in hand with being a high school athlete. It doesn't stop when you're it doesn't stop when you graduate. It carries over into the long run as well. So this is very important. So I would encourage you, like if you're not in high school, get your children involved. Younger kids that are around you, tell them to get involved in sports because it really does help benefit you. But also, even if you are in sports, or in high school, I hope this encourages you to go out there and be a part of a sport because you benefit in so many different ways. And then also, and even if you don't have kids around you, another way that you can incorporate this is supporting and encouraging local teams around you. Or honestly, even if you want to get involved, you can find a sports club. There's many out there for adults, and you will gain all these qualities. It doesn't matter if you're in high school or not, but ultimately when you are a part of athletics, you just gain so many good qualities. Like I said, time management, success in academics and the workforce, leadership skills, confidence, and sometimes even higher salaries. So I hope this helps and was encouraging, and hopefully you will be able to incorporate this in your future.